Hello and welcome! I am Biradu, coach of the Atacama Tyranitars, and today we're going to be doing a draft analysis. But it's more like a draft review for my team of BHDL Season 5 after the regular season ended. So we ended the season in a 7-2 with a 7-2 record after losing our first two battles and having 7 consecutive wins after that. Oh, by the way, I'm back to speaking English because this is more advanced draft content, and I wanted to try Spanish for my new viewers from Latin America that wanted to try out the new format. But I think this is better suited for more advanced content, and I'm going to be back to doing English content for the playoffs, independent of how far I make it in. Hopefully further than quarterfinals, but it's going to be back to English because I kind of miss speaking English. See, I lost the practice there for my viewers and mainly my friends from the BHDL. So we're going to do this in Spanish. So yeah, here you can see my team of these majestic beasts and Shaman, who's really little. But look at this size, man. Oh, Roaring Moon, Raging Bull are all amazing. These are probably my most important members of the team, but we also have Tentacle and Gadwar and Girafari, who all did really well throughout the season. And I wanted to show you guys the stats for my team, how I think they did so far, and what I've liked about them and what I have not. So let's go right into it. So here is the team tab for my BHDL team. And you can see this is my record 7-2 with plus 19, which is a really good differential. At this point, we know that we're locked in for first or second seed, so we're going to be able to choose who we're going to battle from seeds 5 through 8. And yeah, so that's going to be really good for us. Hopefully we can pick a good matchup for us, but if we don't, I had fun with this team and I plan to keep having fun. I'm not hungry for victory right now, but a good win in quarterfinals could be good for us. Hopefully we can manage to do that. So yeah, here we have the team. It's Hobo, Iron Threads, in the order we drafted them and in the order we made the transactions for. Then it's Roaring Moon, Terra Raging Bolt as you saw, Gadwar, Tentacle, Cobalion, Terra Girafari, and finally Shaking Sky. So we drafted first, our Terra Captain was an Orgocontil Mask that we traded away for Shaman. We also had Pure Black, which we traded away for our Roaring Moon, and we have a Farigira, which we traded away for a Girafari Terra Captain in week 2 after we didn't like our team in first week. Why I didn't like our team? Because I think we had some balance of types weakness, and when we don't have a Terra Captain that can Terra away into another type that can make us resist a certain type, that's really rough. And I'm not saying Ogre Until Mask is bad at all. It's just that our team wasn't suited for it. And when we got rid of that Terra Captain, we had a big problem because our speed tiers were really bad after that. That's why I decided to pick another grass type, which was really fast in the form of Shaman Sky. So that's going to be later discussion. Let's go from top to bottom, discussing how we think our team did. First of all, it's Ho. Ho I drafted because I told you this story before. I really like this Pokemon. This was our first teaser in the anime, which we didn't know anything about second season when they showcased it, and that caught my mind when I was a kid. So I wanted to try Ho. I really like this bird, and as you saw, we didn't bring him to all battles. We brought it to 8 out of 9 battles, but we lost twice with it, so it actually doesn't have the best win record for my team. It's still really good. We still won 6 out of 8 of the battles that we brought it to, but anyways, it's not the best. My what sets I used with Ho? It was mainly heavy duty boots because the 4-type weakness to rocks. I used Choice Scarf as well. I used Chartyberry, which never came in clutch, if I recall correctly. And I think that's pretty much it. Not much variation, but what I did vary on was the EV spreads. Ho was sometimes defensive. A defensive ball with max defense, max HP. It also was offensive sometimes and mixed other times. Actually, in our last battle, that you didn't get to watch him because it didn't hit the field at all. Ho was mixed. I brought Fire Blast to take on the Samasenka Crown, and also I think it was mixed versus DRB or Cody. I don't remember when I brought Thunderbolt to hit one of his Pokemon. So Ho was versatile in that way. I liked it because people had to respect a lot Ho. If they don't pack rock type moves against it, this thing has the ability to come in and come out of battle and regenerate the damage they've done to it. So it's a really potent tank. It also can do a lot of damage. That 130 based attack and 110 based special attack can do a lot of damage even if uninvested. So it's kind of similar to Tyranitar. Actually really similar because it has a 4-type weakness that's pretty nasty, but it also has the ability to hit really hard when you don't EV into it, into attacking stats. Ho was also clutch for burning things with Sacred Fire and Will Always sometimes. And as you see, it had 5 kills and 5 deaths, which is really mediocre in my opinion, because it always died. It always caught rock type moves that killed it. So that's the bad thing. People text for it because if they don't, they're fucked. But when they do, they have to over prep for it, and they usually lack coverage for other things in my team, which are really important to check as well, as you will see further. So yeah, Ho, I'd rank it. I rate it like a 7 out of 10, mainly because it's good on its own. It forces a lot of prep, but in game it wasn't so valuable because it was always catching those rock type moves. I'm going to be drinking my coffee here so my throat doesn't dry. Next up, we have Iron Threads. This is the second time in a row that we draft this one, and I drafted it because I told you before, it's really good with Ho. It takes the rock type moves going for Ho really well, and Ho tanks the fighting and ground type moves that are going into Iron Thread's way. It also is a good rapid spinner, which is key for Ho. We actually, I don't remember how many matches we had to face hazards, but I'm sure Iron Threads was able to spin away some of them. Iron Threads came to 7 battles. If I remember correctly, it won 6 out of those 7, which is really, really good. It had 7 kills and 5 deaths, which is amazing for a support Pokemon if you think of it. And you know how ground type moves are really valuable in Draft League, because ground type is a move that is not resisted by many types and usually hits everything super hard. So that's why I think Iron Threads got to pick a lot of kills, because it was able to pick things that were weakened. But yeah, so it mostly came to clean the battles, Iron Threads is solid. I would draft it a million times over. I think it was better for me than Great Tusk this time, and I look forward to keep drafting. And I think this is going to be one of my mainstays for the Atacama Tyranitars. I really like this one. Volt Switch, which was another thing that I drafted it for, was clutch in some games as well. So yeah, that's an ability that Great Tusk doesn't have. We can pivot, and we also can build with Steel Beam. With Steel Beam, we haven't been able to do that yet, but it's an option for us. So yeah, Iron Threads, I would rate, I'd say probably 8 or 9 out of 10. I'm really satisfied with this one, even though I didn't bring it to all battles, because we have some conflict here, because we have Tetrapod who also can spin and is weak to rock, and we also have another steel type which is, it's weak to ground, and we also have another steel type which is weak to the same types that Iron Threats is in Cobali. So yeah, that's why I didn't bring it to all battles, but if I didn't have those two, try to do the same job as Iron Threats does, I would have brought it more probably to all battles as well. Next up we have Roaring Moon. So as you remember, Roaring Moon came in here because I was trying to patch up the hole that Cure Black left when it left. So yeah, it has a good typing. I was missing a dark type for all those ghosts that were running around, or those psychic types that were running around as well. So in the last battle, it came in really clutch against the Necrozma Dawnwings, because it managed to kill the Necrozma Dawnwings even after that thing got a Dragon Dance boost and X-Scissor me. Even I didn't die even after 2 life ups, which is really amazing. It speaks really well. Really bad of Necrozma Dawnwings, but it actually speaks really well from us, because we did a lot of damage to the Necrozma. Sorry about that. Roaring Moon came to 7 battles. It only got 3 kills, and it has 4 deaths, so it's plus minus negative for us. Roaring Moon is kind of difficult to make it perform as a sweeper here, because that's 4 times weakness to fairy type attacks, and that really low defense doesn't make it to have so many good opportunities to set up a Dragon Dance actually. What are other good sets that I've used for Roaring Moon this season? I think the most successful one was the AV set that I used versus Ray. That thing tanked Sandy Shock's attacks really well, and also Giratina's attacks, even after getting a +1 boost through that Ancient Power. That was really good in my opinion, because we also had a good Spectre to raise team there. Another set that I used a lot was a Scarf. I think I managed to use 1 booster on U1, but I'm not sure about that. Scarf, and I think I used Banded against Reese as well, because yeah, remember, if I got a Sun boost and I was Banded Adamant, we can actually 2-hit KO them also with an Outrage, which is really impressive in my opinion. So yeah, Roaring Moon, good mon, but you need to support it way better than I have done here. It's done its job because it was mainly drafted to take on those Psychic type and Ghost types, but it's been really hard to make it perform as a sweeper, as I mentioned, because of the mentioned things. Next up, we have, I think this is our star of the team. This is the one that I've grown to like the most of my team out of all of them. So it's Raging Bolt, and it was good before Terra actually, and it's been even better after Terra. I brought sets ranging from heavy duty boots. I haven't had brought resist berries, but I brought choice pegs, choice scarf. What else did I bring? It was offensive 1 week. It's been useful in under Trick Room. It's been able to pivot. It has priority. It has absolutely everything. The set that I was really excited about, but it didn't get to do anything because our team won before Raging Bolt was able to come into the battle, was against Roder when I had a max defense Calm Mind set, which was amazing into him in Mox. Actually, I won I think 2 battles, sweeping with it like 4 or 5 kills for it. Rainbow has it all. It's too bulky. Nothing can 1-hit KO it, so it always gets to retaliate with a really strong hit. And better of all, its stab coverage is actually really good. Not many things resist both Dragon and Electric type, so that's really good. And people fear it. People have to fear it because it has the coverage in Terra Blast. And it will always take a hit. So yeah, Raging Bolt Oh, I just noticed I didn't rank Rory Moon, but Raging Bolt, I would rank out of 10, I would give it a 12. This mon is amazing and it's really well supported here. So yeah, I would definitely draft it again. For Rory Moon, Raging Bolt and Rory Moon are two mons that I've confused throughout the whole season, and I should probably put a counter somewhere every time I call Rory Moon Raging Bolt and vice versa. But for Rory Moon, I would rank it in my team. I don't think it's been really good. It's been okay. A 5 out of 10. 4 or 5 out of 10. So, as you see, Raging Bolt got 14 kills in 9 weeks and brought it to every battle and only 5 deaths. Should probably have less deaths, but I tried to get more kills to make it kill leader, but it hasn't been the most optimal because last week versus Lazy Boy, I probably should have switched out into our whole versus that Smear Goat, so it wouldn't have that there. Next up, we have Gardevoir. Gardevoir has come to 7 battles here, and I think it's won 6 of them, which is really good. It has 5 kills and 4 deaths, which is nothing amazing, but Gardevoir has been like really good every time I brought it. So it's been brought for Trick Room, it's been brought for Scarf purposes and outspeed some dragons in our opponent team. It's been brought for Healing Wish, it's been brought for tricking away Scarf as well. What did I brought? For AV purposes. So I think those are all the sets that I brought this season, and I've been having a good. There's no mystery that if you have a good fairy type, you will do good into dragons, and that's what this thing has been doing. I remember it tipped really well. Our Adam's Palkia in first week, it tipped really well. Ray's Giratina as well. I can't remember which other dragons I have brought it for. But yeah, Gardevoir really versatile, a little bit bulky in the special side, really frail in the defensive side. But I mean, it's not an expensive one, and I'm really happy that I brought it. So I actually have the ability to bring screens due to this thing. So that's something that could come in handy for playoffs. You never know, but it could happen here. So yeah, right. How would I rate Gardevoir? Probably out of 10, I would say Gardevoir is a 6. No, it's a 7. 7, yeah. Really useful sometimes, really not so useful in another battles. The bad thing is that it relies too much into Scarf to outspeed dragons, which is not so good, but you have good options out of Scarves as well, like fast Thunderbolts, fast tricks to cripple your opponent's answer to this thing. You have access to fast Healing Wish, which is really good to keep alive those tanks in the form of Hobo and Raging Bolt in this team. So yeah, I like Gardevoir. I would draft it again actually. Next up, it's Tentacruel. Tentacruel is the one that I brought the least out of my real team, quote unquote. It's only come to 3 battles. It's got 2 kills and 3 deaths. So yeah, I remember Tentacruel is I need a good spinner because Ho is so reliant on them, and I needed a bulky water type, so that's why I chose. I also needed the ground poison type, so Tentacruel ticked all the boxes, so that's why I picked it. It also gave me access to toxic spikes. So yeah, I brought 2 different sets for Tentacruel. I think 3, but 2 of them are kind of similar. First one was AV. Second one was max special defense, and third one was offensive. Out of those 3 sets, the most impressive one was the offensive one that I brought versus who was the person that I brought it against? I can't remember. I think it was Icy Dude. Yeah, it was Icy Dude. Yeah, and it did really well. Tetrapole is a fine mod. It gives you a lot of utility in the form of knockoff, toxic, a flip turn, but it has kind of the 4 move slots syndrome. You can't pack anything you want on it. So that's why I brought it. I haven't brought it too much actually, and that ground type weakness is really nasty. If I also decide to bring my 2 other Pokemon that are weak to it, so in the form of Cobalion and Iron Prince. So yeah, not much else to say about Tetrapole. I would draft it again, probably if I need a multi-water type and ground or poison. I would give it a 7, a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Not too good, but not too bad. As you see, a 5, it's fairly good. So all my mons have been somewhat good so far. Next up, we have Cobalion. Cobalion, I have brought to 6 battles. It has got 6 skills and 2 deaths, so that's a +4 differential, which is amazing. I can't state how amazing Cobalion has been for me in the games I've brought it. So, really good utility in this Pokemon. Really similar to Iron Threads because you can actually heal it with it as well. Gives you access to rocks. Cobalion has been my rocker most of the time instead of Iron Threads, and gives you access to fast body press, stab body press with this amazing defense. So you can tech into defense and you don't have to sacrifice power with Cobalion, which is amazing. It also gives you access to special type attacks. So Cobalion's special attack is kind of similar to this attack, maybe it's the same, I can't remember, but that also gives you access to stab vacuum wave with a high special attack. I've actually brought it IV, AP, I've actually brought max defense, max special attack as well. It's always been speedy as well, so Cobalion's speed is 108 in base, which is really fast for this metagame, which has been really good. So Cobalion, definitely would draft it again, definitely. This one is so reliable, and people are sleeping on this one. People really are sleeping on this one. I recommend people to try it. Because it also gives you access to setup, so you can set sword stance, iron defense, even nasty blocks with it. And I haven't tried those sets. Maybe they are good. Maybe they are good in low tier draft, because I don't think that you have many opportunities to set up this thing in Ubers. But yeah, the week that it got 4 kills was an iron defense set versus Roller, which was amazing also. Next up we have how would I rate this one? Probably an 8 out of 10. Yeah, really reliable, really good for my team because it gives me access to those people to go into Raging Ball, to gather to hold safe. Next up we have Urafari. Not much to say about this one. I only brought it to 1 battle versus DRB R79, and it got 4 kills with a setup set, which was really good. Hirafari was here to be a ghost type immunity, and also was here to provide access to Trick Room sometimes if I needed it. And it's done both things really well. Actually, it got to tank some attacks from Dragon Ball and also got to do Trick Room. So yeah, Hirafari, solid low tier Pokemon. I would give it a 5 out of 10. I don't know. I mean, for me, it's been a 10 out of 10. I definitely got more than I paid for with that trip versus DRBR. But I mean, it's a Hirafari at the end of the day. Some would call this shallow, but I mean, the shallow mon did good in an Ubers league. So yeah, maybe you have to reconsider your opinions if you think Hirafari can do good into an Ubers league. And lastly, we have a Shaman Sky. Shaman Sky replaced Orbital Mask, as I mentioned previously. I brought it to 5 weeks and got 5 kills and 2 deaths. So Shaman has a good niche in this league because it's able to healing wish really fast, and which is really good with slow tanks in the form of Raging Ball and So yeah, that's why I brought it. Mainly, it was mostly a scarf. I think 4 out of 5 weeks was a scarf set, which I think is its best moveset. But nonetheless, 1 week I brought it versus Isidul. It wasn't scarf. It was Charty Berry with Subseed, and that set proved to be really well. Proved to be really good. So if you ever draft Shaman, do it for those matchups that you think this thing is going to be good when it's scarfed, and take the rest just as a bonus. Don't rely on it. So yeah, Shaman, solid Pokemon, really good in some matchups, really bad in some others. I would rank it 7 out of 10 for my team, because yeah, it did well. Let's see, its win percentage is 4 out of 5 games winning games, so 80%, which is really good. Well, but it's nothing spectacular compared to my win record. So yeah, Famous Guide, fine. And that's going to be the analysis for my team. I hope you like it. If you like the content, please hit like, subscribe, and share my video with some of your friends. I like doing this content, mostly for myself. I like to have this as an archive for when I'm bored. I go back to my videos and watch them again to see how my teams did, and hopefully we can advance more in BHDL playoff this time. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. I've had a lot of fun playing this team, piloting it, and getting this amazing win streak that I hadn't done before. That I thought I might have been lost after that second defeat that we got on week 2, but we managed to overcome it and come up strong into first or second seed. We'll figure out on Sunday. So thank you guys for coming. See you next time. Bye.